Anybody know? Anybody? How about you? Traveling the world? Oh, well, traveling the world that close. I'm traveling from my home in the Bronx, New York, to Miami, Florida, and this is one of my stops. And I'm actually walking for the Leukemia Society, the Leukemia Lymphoma Society in the New York University Children's Hospital. Have any of you ever heard of leukemia or cancer? Okay. Cancer, that's right. So what happened was a few years ago, my mom had passed away from cancer. So I decided to as well ride my bicycle from my home in New York to California. Okay? And this year, I met some young cancer patients, some young children, some of them which were in a wheelchair suffering from cancer. So those are the real heroes. Those are the people that I'm walking for. Not just young people, but adults alike. And before I start talking about how I'm able to do this, my name is Russell, and I'm Damien's uncle. And this is Damien's other uncle, Anthony. Yes, you have a question? Excuse me? Really? For children? Excellent. What's your name? Destiny. That's a beautiful name, Destiny. That's a great thing to do. And whenever you ask a question, I need you to use your nice loud voices so we can all hear, okay? Okay. Now, how do you think I'm able to walk or ride a bicycle through America? Anybody? How?
Can't film him.
That's correct. That's correct. That's absolutely correct. But remember, we're here in phys ed, right? What's phys ed short for? Anybody?
Physical education.
That's right. Physical education. So physically, we have to be fit. Okay? So now, in order for me to be able to do a trip like this, I have to use my muscles. Right? My muscles have to be in good shape. I have to make sure my bones are good. So it's very important what I put into my body. Okay? Does anybody here know how many bones we have in our body? Use your loud voice, a nice loud voice so everybody can hear.
206.
Oh my goodness, you must read the
Wow.
same things I read. What's your name?
Michael.
Michael, you're the man, Michael. So everybody remember how many bones we have in our body?
206.
206, that's
Yeah.
right. And we use our bones, it helps support our body. Okay? I also use muscles. You know how many muscles we have in our body?
I guess 4 is more than that.
For how many? 4 or what?
But both of your arm muscles and both of your leg muscles.
Yeah, well, we have to use all those muscles. We actually have over 600 muscles in our body. 600, over 600. And our muscles make up a third of our body. Do you know what a third is? Anybody know what a third is? 1/3. It's a part of a whole. If 3 make up a whole, do I have 3 volunteers? 1, Destiny, Michael, let's go. You sweetheart. Okay. You 3 would be considered a whole. 1/3. If I needed 1/3 taken away, what would I do? What would I take away 1 person, right? So that's how much 1 out of 3. It's a fraction. 1/3 of our body is made up of our muscles. Sit down. Thank you so much. You know that it takes less muscles to smile than it does to frown. You know that? And we use muscles, we use our bones and our muscles to write every day. We walk. Does anybody here play tag? It's one of our favorite games, right? Well, we use all our muscles. We use muscles like, who said we use our muscles
Local
here?
press, they can fix it.
You? Well, we have certain muscles called biceps. We have pectorals. We have quadriceps. Okay? Quadriceps are right here, I'm sorry. And we have our hamstring muscles. So it's very important to keep ourselves in good shape. Because otherwise, no matter how much I want to do something, I can never make this trip.
Miss Rogers, the teacher.
Right, Mr. Martin? Okay. It'd be very hard to make this trip, so it's very important to take care of myself. So it's very important what I put into my body. That means staying away from anything unhealthy, whether it's drugs and alcohol, whether it's the food we put in our body. You know, if we look at certain foods under a microscope, anybody ever use a microscope? Okay. Now, if you take a microscope and you look at the cell structure, cells are what they're made of. You know, like we have cells in our body as well. And the cell structure, the cells actually vibrate at a higher energy level, vibrate so much higher, just full of energy. That's why whenever our parents tell us, you know what, we need to put these good things into our body, fruits and vegetables, because it actually helps us. It actually makes us feel better. Exercise makes us feel better. Sleeping makes us feel better. You understand? It helps us to actually exercising helps us sleep better. We know we grow when we sleep, right? So it's very, very, very important that we put the right things into our body. And that's why we have physical education in school. That's why Ms. Rogers is here trying to let you run around and do all these wonderful games that she does with you, right? And then when you go outside, and has anybody ever experienced pain in their muscles? Yeah, which muscle? Your legs? Your foot? Okay. Okay. Okay, so your quadriceps and your abdominal region.
Usually my mom's shoulder hurts right now.
Okay, so that's why it's important that whenever